Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we're doing another video review, and this one is for Monster Truck Championship, specifically the next gen version, because this is the next gen edition for PS5 and Xbox Series XS, though what is shown in this video is PS5 footage. But is this a true next gen update, or another sad re-release? Stick around and find out. Let's get on with it. Monster Truck Championship would not be my normal go-to game when that racing itch burns. No, for me, Forza Horizon 4 and Dirt 5 are where I go to get my speedy thrills. But Monster Truck Championship isn't a bad addition to the library, and after an initial period of what am I doing here, I actually really got into it. And I mean, I really got into it. So into it that one night I accidentally pulled an all-nighter while chasing new parts for my truck on massive wheels. Yeah, it's good then, and if you're not careful, you'll lose yourself in its simple but engrossing loop. The premise of Monster Truck Championship is simple. You are a driver, you compete with your truck to earn money, which is then used to compete in more championships. Rinse and repeat as required. There is a little more to it, but just like everything else in this world, it all revolves around money. It costs money to enter any given championship, so you're investing in the hope that you'll get your money back and then some extra. The higher you place, the more money is paid out to you, which you can use to buy new parts for your truck and even hire new staff for little boosts. However, you can't go on a spending spree right away, as the game locks staff upgrades and improved parts behind progression. The more you play, the more parts and people you can unlock. I suppose it makes sense, otherwise I would have bought up everything while still in the minor leagues. A final note on the financials. You can also sign up to sponsors and they'll help you earn more money. You'll be given tasks to perform throughout a championship, and some are relatively easy, like coming in first, and others are a little more complicated, like performing a certain number of a specific trick. The more you please your sponsor, the higher your potential earnings. But remember, a lot of that money is going to be sat around doing nothing until you make some headway through the career mode. For the most part, you're spending your cash on entrance fees and truck repairs between events. I liked the career mode for what it was, even if it wasn't especially deep. It encouraged me to tinker with my truck and do more than just plough through the pack during races, thanks in part to the sponsorships dictating my racing style at times. The racing is good fun, but there's more than the standard racing available. Each championship is made up of several events, normally including a good mix of all available game modes. You've got races, drag races, destruction and freestyle modes to play. My favourites were, of course, the races, because they're what I'm used to. It wasn't easy to begin with, mind you, because monster trucks do not handle like your typical racing car does. They're big, brash, and deceptively susceptible to spinning out of control. This is where flicking the right stick came in handy. The right stick controls the back wheels, and once my muscle memory made room for flicking the right stick, left or right, depending on the turn, I was breezing through races. Yeah, it's a little easy I suppose, but there is a harder setting if you want more of a challenge. There are also numerous other settings to tweak so that the game plays in the way you want it to, which is nice. Drag races are not your traditional quarter-mile rev fests, but instead short courses with a turn or two. They really should be renamed. I can't say I enjoyed these head-to-head races all that much, if only because they were often done within just a few short seconds. My quickest was just 9 seconds, and the longest that I can remember was around 20 seconds. For reference, the intro cinematic for the race lasts longer than this. The destruction and freestyle modes are more along the lines of what I imagine monster trucking is all about. Big tricks and smashing caravans. And, for whatever reason, porta potties. Whether they're used or brand new is not known, but I would hate to be the one cleaning the wheels once the crowds have gone home. These events are good fun, where you're given free reign of an arena filled with stuff to smash, destroy, and lots of ramps to jump off, as well as some quarter pipes to hit at speed, sending your truck into a big old backflip. It's here where you'll get to show off your mad skills, and I really enjoy throwing my truck around and seeing what kind of damage I could cause. It's silly stuff, sure, but there is fun to be had, and I got me some of it. So, what about the next-gen enhancements? Well, to be fair, they're decent, if a little bit underwhelming. The biggest improvements come in the form of resolution, frame rates, and load times. I had a go of the last-gen edition on PS4 so I could accurately compare, and the difference in how the game plays is stark. Just don't expect it to be a massive visual overhaul, because it's not. It's hitting a higher resolution to give the game some extra clarity, it's upping the frame rate to make it smoother to play, and it's reducing the load times so that you barely have to wait a couple of seconds between screens. What is disappointing is the lack of support for the DualSense triggers. The haptics are not used, and it's a massive, massive shame, because, well, it just is, come on. Whether these upgrades are worth buying the game new for PS5 or Series XS is up to you, but as it's a free upgrade for last gen owners, it's a nice one and a definite improvement that makes the game a lot more fun to play. And that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, do us a favour and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, as well as the bell icons so that you're notified whenever we've got new stuff. Go down to the info box and you'll find our social media channels, website links, and our supporters page, where you can support our small team if you can. I've been Chris. I'm going to run away to Las Vegas to race monster trucks, but I'll still see you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.